Welcome, I'm Sandy, and how many people will be playing this game? Good stuff, all right. Player 1, type your name in.
45 seconds.
All right, player 2, we need your name next. Okay, do me a big favor and pick which episode you want to play. Or hit the letter F to see your favorites.
Seconds.
Player 1, you gotta buzz in on the letter Q. That's Q as in a quaint Quaker, like the one who makes oatmeal. And player 2, you're buzzing in on the letter P, as in number 2, pencil.
20 seconds.
20 seconds? Okay. Listen, people flub this all the time. I don't know why. When a question comes up, if you want it, buzz in first. Then hit 1, 2, 3, or 4 to pick an answer. That's it. Got it? Until we meet again.
It's time for the show where high culture and pop culture collide.
Congratulations! You are one of just a few people with a winning version of You Don't Know Jack, Louder, Faster, Funnier. Your special version contains the popular Foolin' Around episode. And as an added bonus, if you can win exactly $350,000 by the end of this episode, you may be eligible for a very special prize. Congratulations, and thank you for playing You Don't Know Jack, Louder, Faster, Funnier.
First of all, we're going to need some pointy objects. Not to offend you, but this is how you screw someone. If you want to force your neighbor into answering a question that you know they don't know, buzz in and slap that S key. You got it? All right, let's do it. Player 1, why don't you give me a category? Shake hands with props out to all the little piggies in the house. We're playing for $3,000 this time. Oh, fantastic. Looks like whatever genius typed this next question had their hands moved over a key to the right on the keyboard and didn't bother to correct it. Yeah, this ought to be fun. Good luck trying to decipher this. Zajippy smoo yip I'm sorry, this looks like Danish to me. I don't know. Knock yourself out. Here's a couple of answers you can choose from. It's all yours, player 1. Oh, now I got it. See, as soon as you pick the... Yeah, see, it says, how many toes does a three-toed sloth have? Sure. Hey, you know, and if you move your fingers one key to the left, it says that... Oh, my goodness! That is filthy! Oh, my gosh! I would tell you what it says, but I can't! I'm blushing like a schoolgirl! Oh, my gosh! Let's just move on. Gosh, look at that. No, what am I saying? Let's move on. Player 1, your choice. May I introduce, that's what I call some funky monkey. I got $2,000, says you don't know this one. Pencils ready, let's do it. What's grosser than a barrel full of dead monkeys, bobbing for apples in the same barrel? One monkey eating its way out of the middle, slow dancing with the barrel, or the same barrel 2 weeks later? Player 2, grab it. I don't know if that's grosser. I mean, some may say that's even romantic. Player 1, you can take it. Player 1, do it. Now that is definitely grosser than a barrel full of dead monkeys. Unless, of course, those apples are red delicious apples. I'm sorry, but no dead monkey is gonna keep me from their juicy goodness. Player 1, give me a category. Coming at you, digging in my diary. You give me a right answer, I'll give you $3,000. Okay, so you know how when you write something really personal and then somebody learns what the... Hey, I said I was not going to read this question. Nobody listens around here. All right, let's see. What can I do here? I know. I'll tell you what. Since this is a fill-in-the-blank question, let's just play a little rock, paper, scissors, all right? Okay, 1, 2, 3, go. Okay, now you type in whether you put out rock, paper, or scissors. Should be easy enough. Player 1, yeah, go for it. Type in your answer and then hit return. Hey, hit return when you're... Well, sorry, I beat paper. But you know what you can do with that paper? Right-kick me on there and stick it on your back. It'll be a blast. Player 2, you want it? Player 2, what do you... Let's see, rock? Nope, you don't win. Perhaps you can use that rock to whack yourself over the head repeatedly. Well, obviously, you're not from my neighborhood, because then you'd know what always beats rock, paper, or scissors. Shadow puppet of a duck, baby. Ain't no beating that. Well, you've disappointed me yet again. And to think, I was going to ask you to play a game of Pull My Finger. Player 2, take your pick. And our special guest tonight, my horoscope says I'll meet a strange man. You're looking at $3,000 on this one. Okay, listen up, because I'm going to tell you a little bit about myself. Okay, I'm a fire sign. I'm really stubborn and into having my own way. But hey, that's the price you pay when you're always right. I like people with strong personalities who speak their minds, just, you know, not around me. Now, slackers really, really annoy me. Unless, of course, they're watching something really cool on TV. Oh, but hey, enough about me. What I want you to tell me is, what's my sign? Virgo, Aries, Scorpio, or Aquarius? Player 1, you're getting screwed. What are you going to do about it? As if. Why don't you call, like, Psycho Friends Hotline for some help? Take a shot, Player 2. That's what you get for stealing cable. Okay, now, here's a good answer. A strong-willed, bossy, expressive fire sign? Oh, baby, I am an Aries through and through. Don't you want to touch my fiery core? My teen years as an Aries were quite dangerous. But, you know, being a fire sign while having frequent wet dreams is just an occupational hazard, I guess. Player 2, how about a category? Hey, stress cut with lime sore.
It's time for a Riverfish Stress Nut.
Take a look at this gibberish category. Pinheads! This question's going to start out at 5,000 big ones. Now, as soon as you know the answer, you buzz in and start typing, because I'm going to take away some of that cash every second and a half. Okay, take yourself a look and tell me with what cliché does this gibberish phrase rhyme? Rev me. Let's see it, Player 2. Start typing and then hit Oh, great, great. Here we go. Typing in the swear words. This is always fun. Hey, Sandy, come here. Sandy, take a look at this fucking moron.
What's up, Schmitty? Holy shit! Who the wrote
This asshole.
Did you encourage this? I bet you did.
I didn't. No fucking way. I swear to God.
I want this off the screen immediately.
Hey, can I with their score, too?
Sure, why the not?
Hey, Sandy.
Yeah, Schmitty?
Wasn't this the fucking jerk who gave you all that shit at the beginning of the show?
Oh, when they were signing in? Well, I'm not sure, but probably from the looks of them.
Yeah, well, hey, what do you say we with their name, too, then?
That's excellent. Bet they don't think typing is quite as funny now, huh?
All right, that's enough around.
I hear you. Back to work. Hey, and you, watch your mouth this time.
Player 1, what do you say? Okay, first clue. It's when you use up all your tricks. Wow, even the flaming rabbit trick? It's when you use up all your tricks and close the book on them. Last clue, it's every trip. You know what? That's not a clue. It's the answer. Here's the answer. Hello? I'm not messing with you. Type it in. What else could I possibly have done to help you get this question? I tried Rev Me Stick Pin Ya Schnook. Man, you know, I wish somebody would have told me earlier that there's a book on how to be funny. I've been doing it the hard way all these years. You know that kick me sign thing? That was mine. Player 2, what do you want? For your enjoyment, I speak goodly. I'm gonna give away $3,000 this time. Think fast, it's question time. If you don't never, ever get questions right, ever, which of the following is technically true? You never get them right, you sometimes get them right, you always get them wrong, or, you don't know, you failed English. Player 2, you gotta answer it. According to all the negatives in that sentence, you would get some questions right at least sometimes. Unless you never ever don't get not the what's it sometimes, neither nor always but before never, in which case this answer would not be correct. But I don't need to tell you that, do I? Player 1, this is why they tell you to remember the names of all the people you screwed, because it's gonna come back to haunt you. Category time, Player 2. The category, Sweet John 3:16, never been kissed. You get this one right, you get 3,000 greenbacks. Get the wax out of your ears, it's question time. Given the discovery religious scholars made in February 2000, on what day would it be most appropriate to write 8 a.m., pick up laundry, 2:30 p.m., apocalypse in your daytimer? It's all yours, Player 1. Mark your calendars, kids. In late February of '00, an international team of Bible, Torah, and Quran scholars determined that all of their respective religious texts point to December 8th, 2002 as the day of the apocalypse. Let's see where that puts me here. Oh, excellent. I was supposed to be doing some volunteer work in a soup kitchen that night. Fantastic. I knew something would come through to get me out of it. Player 1, what's up? Let's see what we got going. Jair Iga in Wienerstang. Sit up straight. This one's going to be worth $6,000. Hey, excellent. Get to do the funny talk. Wilkendensk for the Skross, skuespelare Prisnorena, Johann Ludwig Heiber, Peder He, Hans Christian Andersen, or Soren Kierkegaard. Player Johann Ludwig Heiber, Skross, skuespelare Prisnorena. Du forstår visst ikke et oreif vel jeg sier, va? Dummy Americana. Let's have a category, Player 1. Hey, not bad. You chose a when did happen. All right, I'm going to show you an event like this. Man first walks on the moon. Then I'm going to list off 7 other events like this one. All you got to do for each one is tell me whether it happened before or after man first walked on the moon, or if it never happened at all. Buzz in when the correct answer is lit, you'll get $1,000. But be careful, if you buzz in when the incorrect answer is lit, you lose $1,000 each time you're wrong. All right, it's go time. The category for this when did happen is who needs a spanking? All right, now everybody knows the ladies love a good time, right? Good. Now check out this little moment in feminist herstory. Cyndi Lauper releases Girls Just Want to Have Fun. So tell me, did this event happen before Cindy's song, after her song, or did it never happen at all? Okay, let's check it out. Well, it ain't pretty, player one, but you did pull this one out. Let's take a look at the overall scores. Player one still ahead. Okay, let's get on with the rest of the show, shall we? Player one, what are we doing? Here we have Frankenstein. One right answer and you got $6,000 coming at you. Flex those fingers, here it comes. Which of the following pranks would a merry prankster probably pull? Slip. The Merry Pranksters are a group of psychedelic oddballs, that includes my close personal friend Ken Casey, by the way, how you doing, Ken, who travel around in a painted bus and have been known to dabble in lots of drugs. I understand that lately they've kept themselves busy designing interactive television experiences. Player one, tell me what's next.
Tra-la-la, tra-la-lee. Here's a question for you.
For your viewing pleasure, we finally got a piece of the pie. This one can get you $6,000. Here's the question. Given a point P, r, theta, if the origin and the x-axis coincide with the pole and the initial line of the polar coordinates, how could you determine the Cartesian representation of P in bed? Player one, do it! To determine the Cartesian coordinates of P, you'd use the formulas x equals r cosine theta and y equals r sine theta. And if P is in bed, you better have a banana. I mean, particularly when you take into account the high level of potassium in bananas and the naughty subtext of the Cartesian coordinates, right? Oh, that's what fooling around is all about, baby. Pick a category, player one. This one's called It Takes a Village of Idiots. Heads up, this one's gonna be $6,000. Put your head between your knees, because we're going down. Suppose the author of In Praise of Folly decides to take his own advice. What would you probably see? Player two, grab it!
U-G-L-Y, you ain't got no alibi, you ugly.
What do you say, player one? Here's the one the winners pick. Desiderius Erasmus was the Renaissance practical joker who wrote the satirical In Praise of Folly. Unfortunately, sarcasm had not yet been invented, so his book accidentally plunged civilization back into a state of closed-minded darkness, kind of like living in present-day Kansas. Player two, grab a category. Let's have a big warm welcome for Master Bates is a Lonely Man. You get this one, you pocket $2,000. Heads up, here it comes. Which of the following is not a result of excessive masturbation? You will go blind. You'll go insane. You'll... Take a shot, player two. Nope. According to the Mid-Atlantic Journal of Medicine, excessive masturbation leads to clinical insanity. Player... It's all yours, player one. Well, sorry, but the Bible specifically says in the book of Jerry that masturbators are destined to sit at the right hand of themselves. Well, now, we just learned a little more about you than we needed to know. Excessive masturbation can make you go blind, insane, and makes you go to hell. But as for thinking, actually, it helps the thoughts that you have, what's the word I'm looking for? Your brain gets all oogie. 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 Player two, what looks good? Open wide and get ready for That Movie Made Me Ill, Postino. We're talking 6K here, so pay attention. Oh boy, looks like April Fool fever has infected the local artsy-fartsy movie theater. If the projectionist at the local art movie house splices together Enchanted April and Henry Fool, which of the following touching stories will you most likely... Player one! Henry Fool is about an ex-con who inspires a small group of down-and-out people. Enchanted April is about, I'm sorry. It's about somebody in Italy, something like that. I don't know. But you put them together, oh yeah, you got a lot of people who are going to be demanding their money back. You've almost made it to the credits, but first, the attack. When you see two words that match, hit your buzzer. If you're right, you get two. Well, someone's in a big hurry to get to the attack. I wonder if you could find the time to look at this clue. This is my letter to the world. And no, the world has never written to me. Or maybe it has. I've moved a lot. It might be being forwarded. Player 2, all the scrubbing in the world are going to get the stench of that Jack attack off of you. Let's look at your final score. Player 1 takes it. Yeah, Player 1, you really cleaned up, which isn't saying much when you play against somebody with a personality of waxy yellow buildup. Next time you two want to play each other, remember this.
You don't know Jack!
Ooh, Player 1 on the high scoreboard. I am so afraid of you. Oh, your big hulking brains, whatever. If you want to press your luck and play another game, just say so. Make this one a favorite episode by Okie dokie.
Shapes, couple of different styles.
Show her you'll make it good.
I'm Shotgun Diamonds. Look for us on a downtown corner. You'll find us.
Just 2 hours salary.
Hey, this diamond isn't forever, but let's face it, neither is your marriage. Hey, I'm walking here.
My fellow Americans, Lonnie Stillwagon here. Election time is right around the corner. Won't you support me in my effort to overthrow the American government and set up an absolute monarchy with myself as the figurehead? When you go in and vote for me, Lonnie Stillwagon.
Paid for by the American Absolute Monarchy Party.
Dude, I want to go to that Butthole Surfer show, but I'm, all blocked up.
Dude, have you tried blow it out your ass?
Dude, I have not.
Dude, it's not your parents' laxative.
Dude, give me some.
Okay, dude, but you better drop trow.
All right, dude.
Dude, blow it out your ass is a laxative that's extreme. Set your own rules. Anybody says you can't have a fiber-free burrito and cheese fry lifestyle, you tell them, blow it out your ass!
Dude, that was radical laxative awesomeness.
Dude, blow it out your ass. Guaranteed to paint the wall every time.
Live your own life.
You might think you've got insurance, but are you really protected?
People looked at me a little funny when we got the asteroid coverage, but Allegiance showed us the graphs. We saw the numbers. Asteroids kill.
Here at Allegiance Insurance, we make sure you're prepared for the unexpected.
Will we ever be invaded by Canadian terrorists? My Allegiance agent told me point blank. Yes.
I was a little skeptical at first, but then I thought, sure, I could defend myself against a robot attack. But what about my wife, my kids? My dog.
So visit your nearest Allegiance agent. Sure, everyone's got home and auto, but what about offshore mining accidents, leprosy, warlock spells? Are you insured?
I never actually participated in a rodeo, but that doesn't mean I can't get hurt.
Hey, kids, have you heard? It's cool to be a nerd. And now there's a cereal for you and all your dorky friends. Milk Toast, the cereal of computer geeks. Screw the famous sports celebrities. We've got billionaire sissy boys on our boxes. Vitamin fortified, forget it. Milk Toast is loaded with lots of sugary goodness guaranteed to keep your body micro-soft. One mushy spoonful of Milk Toast cereal will have you wheezing for more. Don't be afraid. Ask for it by name. Milk Toast, breakfast of gigawimps.
At the American Produce Corporation, we respect how our forefathers farmed the earth by hand.
And how the earth will be farmed in the future using advanced microchip technology.
That's why we keep it simple.
A single large supercomputer handles all farm duties.
The American Produce Corporation. Family owned and operated until 1982.
Then bought out by a billion-dollar corporation.
Artificial intelligence will feed the world fruits and vegetables for the future.
All right, we got some fresh new faces. Let's do it again. Hi, nice to see ya. Why don't you tell me how many people are going to be playing? That works. Now, player one, let me know your name. Just type it in. Thank you, darling. Now, player two, let's have your name.
45 seconds.
Thank you. And player three, let's show what you've learned by watching players 1 and 2. All right, first things first. Pick which episode you want to play, or just F for your favorite episodes. 30 seconds. Player 1, your buzzer is the letter Q, as in quarantine. Player 2, you're buzzing in on the letter B. B as in basket case. And player 3, how about you buzz in on the letter P, as in pointy party hat. 20 seconds. All right, ready? You're going to get a bunch of questions. The first person to hit their buzzer gets first crack at the question. And you just pick the answer you think is right by hitting the number on the keyboard. Easy as pie. Okay, have fun.
It's time for the show where high culture and pop culture collide.
Well, all right. Welcome to our all-nude episode. As usual, I'll dare to go bare. Won't you join me? Tell you what, send me a naked picture of yourself and I'll put it up on my fridge. We'll call it, an icebreaker. We're gonna get started by passing out the hardware. So here's what you do with these screws. If you think your neighbor doesn't know the answer to a question, but you want to make them answer it anyway, buzz in and then hit the S key to screw them. Now, let's see if you've been paying attention. Player 1, what's up? Oh, come on, it's just a category! Whoa. All right, give it up for History of Art 101, Naked Chicks. You get it right, you get 2K. Whoa, check out this auction catalog from Sotheby's. Man, I'm telling you, if you could see these pictures, you'd... I'll read you the caption. Item 23, a tender appreciation of the female form by practitioners of the earliest practical photographic method. These pictures will be sure to arouse and delight. Now, what's up for auction? Raunchy lithographs, filthy daguerreotypes, naughty stereoscopics, or kinky tint types. It's all yours, player one. The daguerreotype, invented by Frenchman Louis Daguerre, was the earliest practical method of photography. And like any new technology, the first pictures were of naked women. Hey, which reminds me, you want to see some really saucy cat scans? Player one, why don't you give me a category?
Question alert. Question alert.
I believe this one is called No Shirt, No Shoes, No Pants. $3,000 for this one. See what you can do with this one. Given what school the infamous naked guy attended, where might the other students take extra time wiping the desk chairs before sitting down? Massachusetts Institute of Technology, University of Wisconsin, Madison, University of California, Berkeley, or University of Notre Dame? It's all you, player three. The student who made himself famous a few years back for walking around campus in the buff went to UC Berkeley. Hey, you know what I say? To each his own. You and I shop at the Gap. He shops at Gap Nude. Player three, your category. Let's take a look at what I got. I got to give it to your mama. You give me a right answer, I'll give you $3,000. Forward march. Considering what the Red Hot Chili Peppers used to cover their privates on the cover of the Abbey Road EP, which affliction could their genitals most likely contract? Dandruff, athlete's foot. Player two, go! The Red Hot Chili Peppers appeared on their Abbey Road EP wearing socks over their not particularly private parts. Well, I don't feel nearly so weird about putting condoms on my toes. I find the lubrication very soothing. Your call, player two. This category is known as once, twice, three times a nudie. How does $2,000 sound? All right, get ready, because I got a fill in the blank here for you. And since being in the buff puts me in a good mood, I'll make it easy on you by letting you pick from 3 questions. You ready? What's the 1988 album by the Talking Heads? Or, what's the 1993 movie directed by Mike Lee? Or, what's the 1996 book of stories by David Sedaris? Player 3, take it away. Type that answer and hit return. If you're done... Sorry, clock ran out. Player 1, player 2, who wants it? Now or never, player 2. Start typing and hit return. You buzzed in, so start typing. Time's up. Player 1, it's all... The answer to each of those questions is naked. And if I may be allowed a brief moment of self-promotion, Naked is also the title of my memoir, which will be hitting the shelves just in time for the holidays. When you think Schmitty, think stocking stuffer. Player 1, give me a category. Well, good for you. You just picked a when did happen. Alright, I'm gonna show you an event like this. Man first walks on the moon. Then I'm gonna list off 7 other events like this one. All you gotta do for each one is tell me whether it happened before or after man first walked on the moon, or if it never happened at all. Buzz in when the correct answer is lit, you'll get $1,000. But be careful, if you buzz in when the incorrect answer is lit, you lose $1,000 each time you're wrong. Hope you got all that. Let's do it. The category for your when did happen is snug as the bugs in my rug. Now, you know after the game's over, you're going to have to wash up and get dressed. Yeah, I know, it's a drag. But to help you out, let's make sure you do everything in the right order. That said, here's your main statement. Put on your underwear. Now, is this supposed to happen before you put on your skivs, after you put them on, or should it never happen at all? That's it. Let's see what we've done. Well, players 1 and 3 are going to have to settle for a draw. Let's see what the big picture is. Player 1's still ahead. Okay, now, where were we? Player 1, your choice. Today's specialties include a place not in France where the naked ladies dance. You get it right, I'm putting you up $2,000. All right, get out your single dollar bills because what's an all-nude episode without a strip club? Suppose you go to a Gaza strip club, baby. Given the country that contains the Gaza Strip, what type of currency should you stuff into the stripper's G-strings? Player 2, grab it. Nope, sorry. The British never take their clothes off. Ever. Player 1, player 3. Player 3, you gonna take that? Give me an answer. Nope, the strippers won't accept dinars. Unless they've got a currency exchange tucked away down there somewhere. What do you say, player 1? Player 1! Pow, right in the kisser. Okay, now don't get scared. It's just a right answer. The Gaza Strip technically belongs to Israel. And I'll tell you, those clubs are great. There are no rules. The women take off everything. Well, except for their veils. Some religious reason or something. I don't know. What's it gonna be, player 2? We're calling this one X marks the pornos. Let's see what you'll do for $1,000. Okay, so, you know, I hear people talk, and I've heard this rumor going around that there are actually porno movies that are rated XXX. Can you believe that? Anyway, tell me this. How might a pornographic film featuring actors with Klinefelter syndrome? Player 1, Klinefelter syndrome. Klinefelter. Did he really? How nice for him. Klinefelter syndrome results when a male is born with an extra X chromosome, which, after puberty, can cause breast development and an inability to produce sperm. Which usually means you're not going to get as many money shots. Player 1, tell me what's next. Well, what do we have here? There's more than one way to roll naked in chocolate. I'll give you 4,000 clams for this bad boy.
Hey, you got your peanut butter in my chocolate.
Oh, yeah? Well, you got your peanut butter in my chocolate. Or however that thing went. You know what commercial I'm talking about, right? If instead of using a random piece of chocolate in their commercials, Reese's uses the performance artist who's known for smearing her naked body in chocolate, what would you hear? It's all yours, player 1. Karen Finley, a controversial performance artist, is known for her lawsuit against the NEA and for smearing chocolate on her naked body.
How do I eat a Reese's? By tasting the injustice and depravity that this country forces down my throat because I'm a woman. And then I eat the peanut butter.
Player 1, what are we doing?
It's time for a question again.
The category is, in space, no one can hear you cream. $2,000 for a correct answer. Let's see how you handle this one. If the Spice Channel were to make an erotic sci-fi flick called Planet X, where might you see Shannon Tweed doing steamy love scenes? On the Take a shot, player 2. Many scientists theorize that there may be a 10th planet orbiting out there beyond Pluto, and they've put all their heads together to give it the fascinating name Planet X. And they further theorize that the planet is inhabited by alien women who can only be nourished through kinky intergalactic sex games. Player 2, how about a category? The Category, nudies in expensive frames. You want 6,000 bucks? Give me your right answer. Okay, can you remember when you first started getting curious about what the opposite sex looked like naked? I think I was about 3. Anyway, if you had checked out Duchamp's painting Nude Descending a Staircase to get an idea what naked folks look like, Player 3, do it! Duchamp was among a group of artists known as New York Dada. His painting Nude Descending a Staircase had no nude, no staircase, nothing swinging around, just a bunch of angly lines and sharp edges. And if I would have really thought that's what a nude person looked like, I'd probably still be a virgin. What are we waiting for? Can we move on, please? Talk to me, Player 3. Way to go, Player 3. Hey, Players 1 and 2, why don't you go see what's on C-SPAN, because Player 3 is going to be busy with a this or dat. And this this or dat questions category is the naked and the nakeder. Okay, I'm going to name... Well, someone's done this before. Here's your 30 seconds. It's showtime. Naked in New York, legit. The Naked City. Naked and Nasty. The Naked Gun. Adventures of Buck Naked. Naked Lunch. One more. Naked Buns, 8.5. That'd be 7. All right, so you picked up 5. It's not the best you could do, but let's take a look at this. All right, time marches on and all that stuff. Let's go. Player 2, take your pick. Here we have, when God's not looking, we don't wear the fig leaves. You get it right, you get 2K. Man, have you ever seen this Michelangelo David statue? It's this 18-foot naked guy with all the parts to match. I'll tell you, it's enough to make any other guy feel, a little inadequate. Anyway, given the specific moment Michelangelo represents in his giant nude statue David, what might you think it's appropriate to do while in the buff? Hey, Player 2, you like getting screwed? Give me an answer.
My liege, I have come to... Well, hello. I guess your highness won't be needing his scepter.
Player 1, Player 3, let's do some... It's all you, Player 3. No, you're thinking of Moses. And, you don't want to see him naked. Not with that burning bush thing and all. Player 1, it's yours. Player 1! Michelangelo's statue shows David right before he went into battle with Goliath. And apparently Michelangelo thought David would be naked in that moment. And it's a good thing that David downed Goliath with his first shot. I'd hate to think where he was storing the extra ammunition. Let's have a category, please. And our special guest tonight, gentlemen prefer whole people. How does $2,000 sound? Hey, I bet you didn't know that Marilyn Monroe was Playboy's first nude centerfold, huh? Yeah, I got a copy of it right here. Check it out. Let me just unfold her for you and, yes. It really is tragic they have to fold her, though, isn't it? Imagine that when Playboy's Marilyn Monroe centerfold picture was folded in half, her actual measurements were cut in half. What would be her new numerical description? Player 3, do it! Ms. Monroe's measurements were 36, 24, 36. So her cut in half centerfold would make her 18, 12, 18. And then you just make another fold right here, make another little twisty thing here, and voila! A Maryland paper crane!
Happy birthday, Mr. President.
How about it, Player 3 category? Let's have a big warm welcome for, can you still be naked if you're really hairy? How does $4,000 grab you? Okay, see if this sounds familiar. It's a Hair Club for Men commercial where Cy Sperling shows before and after shots of his pate and says, I'm not just the president, I'm also a member. Well, imagine Cy Sperling starts an axillary hair club for men. What part of the body will Cy show for his before and after photos? Player 2, go! Hey, do you smell something? It smells like hair. Player 1, Player 3, you want it? Player 3, have at it. Axillary hair is the hair found under the armpits. See, the thing about that is you can tell when armpit hair is an implant. It just doesn't quite smell the same. It smells like carpet. Welcome to... Oh, you already know the attack. Well, don't let me stand in your way. I'm sure you'll have a lot to talk about. Nothing beats a little T&A. At least that's always been my philosophy at the video store. And on that note... You might have done better if you started banging your head on the keyboard. Let's see the final score. Player 3's got it. Very nice job, Player 3. Players 1 and 2, if it weren't for you, we'd be off this damn island, and I wouldn't have to say...
You don't know Jack! Want to hear bad luck? I lost my job, house, my dog got run over. Player 1, Player 2, I just don't know how to explain it. I thought for sure you'd beat Player 3. I mean, just look at Player 3. If you want to give it another go, just let me know. If you want to save this as a favorite, press F. Okay.
I mean, how do you die from getting a filling? It only got worse after that. I contracted malaria, I got struck by lightning, slept with my dad.
How hard is it to make 10 copies to send to 10 friends? That's what, $3.30 in stamps? Look, bad luck happens. This is no joke. Don't break the chain.
Don't break the chain.
Don't break the chain.
Don't break the chain.
Brought to you by the United States Postal Service.
Hearts.
Flowers.
Bunny rabbits.
Teddy bears.
Babies.
Ponies. This commercial may not be funny, but at least it doesn't offend anyone. Let's hold hands.
This public service announcement brought to you by the Politically Correct Coalition, raising sensitivity issues throughout the upper middle class, primarily white, college-educated segment of the population for over 8 years.
Hi there, I'm Peter Fully from the American Council on Urine. If you have an opportunity to pee, grab that opportunity and pee into the appropriate receptacle of your choice. I just did, and I feel great.
The American Council on Urine.
I thought about holding the door open for her, but when I looked down at my bracelet, I thought, what would Satan do? So I slammed the door in her face and bit the heads off all the lab rats.
Satanko. Sounds like someone just lost a radio. Does everyone ignore your car alarm? Well, there's no ignoring the screaming Mimi. Your car is always in danger, so the screaming Mimi keeps screaming all the time. All eyes will be on your car, guaranteed.
Hey, would you shut that thing up?
See what I mean?
Also available, the Screaming Mimi smoke detector and the Screaming Mimi baby monitor.
In every city, in every park, an unspeakable evil lurks. An evil which takes no prisoners. An evil which has no equal. So grab the children and get out of town, because pure evil is just around the corner. And to her, this ain't no game.
Get the ball! Get him! I said get him!
Soccer mom, win or die.
Coach! Run, Jimmy! For God's sake, just run! Look out for that mini-man!
Coming October 31st to a theater near you. Rated NC-17. No children under 17 allowed.
With the hustle and bustle of modern life, who has time to plan their own suicide these days?
Between dropping the kids off at school, going to work, and taking care of the house, I just couldn't find time to think about suicide. Then I called the American Council for Assisted Suicide.
This message brought to you by the American Council for Assisted Suicide. Relax. We'll write the note for you.
The chicken is amazing.
Best chicken ever.
What's the secret?
The secret's in the special fats and oils we fry 'em in. Nobody makes chicken right like Dr. Benway's Fried Chicken and Liposuction Shack. The secret's in the fat.
Tonight, on the World of Sports Network 2, we continue with our countdown of the worst athletes of the 20th century. At number 53, Herb Dunkel, accounts receivable clerk and last-minute villain for the Johnson Tool and Die Company bowling team.
Come on, Dunkel, we need this one.
Dunkel, you suck!
You bowl like my mother!
Herb Dunkel, the man, some say, who bowled like your mother.
Cheap liposuction?
That's so cheap.
How do you make liposuction so cheap?
Volume. Your ugly fat gets eaten away. Better breasts and thighs at Dr. Benway's Fried Chicken and Liposuction Shack. Where the fat goes, nobody knows.